Okay. I had to go to court today because I got behind with my rent. I've been working jobs 40 hours a week. Told you a little bit of the problem on about a week ago. See this? He wants me to go ahead and get him $1,250. I already gave him $300 of it. I wish I didn't because I don't have anything to go ahead and buy groceries with, and I don't get paid for the job that I'm doing now, well, that I will be starting on Monday. I don't get paid for that until the week after. So I am in a bind. I have my GoFundMe. I will go ahead and link it and everything, but I know I'm a really small channel. I know I barely have anything on here. I'm linking this in Reddit. So, yeah. Reddit was my last choice. I mean, I've been debating doing it and everything, but really I have nowhere else to go. I tried applying for a loan, and because of a loan on a car that has been totaled, I can't sit there and get another loan, even though what I want to go ahead and get, I will have back, and I will sit there and be able to pay back in like a month, okay? But yeah, it's not happening. Every turn that I've done has been failing. I have 10 days to go ahead and get my shit out of here, and honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I screwed up. Yeah, I am willing to say it. I screwed up, because what else am I supposed to say? I've been trying. I really have. But my depression just sat there and went boom. So, yeah. I have no idea what I'm going to do. I need to sit there and make some calls tomorrow. Hopefully I can get my stuff out of here and just have like a backpack of the clothes that I'm going to be wearing for like a little while. Other than that, I don't know. I might be able to get a hold of a couple of friends to go ahead and stay with them for a few days. But yeah, it will be a few days. He's just gonna have to wait. I mean, he's putting me in a spot where I can't deal with it, because, I mean, I've been trying to keep up, but the job that I absolutely loved wasn't paying enough. I was called back to go ahead and do a similar job, but they're not going to be paying enough. The job that I'm going to be doing, I really don't want to be doing. I mean, it's warehouse work, and I really don't want to be doing warehouse work, even though this is going to be really easy, and it's like $18 an hour. So yeah, I'm taking it so that I can go ahead and save up to get another car, to go ahead and pay him off, to go ahead and just actually freaking live. I have not really done anything that I have enjoyed, that I really enjoyed doing since the car accident that destroyed my car. I mean, and the apartment, well, the room that I'm in has destroyed my phone, I mean, seriously, it is falling apart, and I've only had it since April last year. A phone should not, I mean, the back is popped off, the battery, it's amazing that this thing has not blown up, okay? So, yeah, there's that. I only have like a 2-hour charge on it. That tell you how messed up my phone is? I bought a new laptop. Half the keys are not working with it because of the heat. So it's like, geez, I wonder if I could go ahead and have him compensate for that. Because I need the laptop to do something that I really want to do, which is do a blog and like fun little videos, stuff like that, to go with it. But I can't right now. So yeah, I'm trying my hardest to go ahead and just get everything done in a way so that when I leave here, I don't have to worry about anything. Tomorrow I'm lugging garbage bags out of my room because, yeah, there's a mess up here. So I'm doing that. I'm making calls. Hopefully I can get a hold of someone. I'm just all... I know, it seems like I'm a mess. I am. I can't ask my dad for more money. I can't ask my mom for money. So, yeah, I'm sitting here asking strangers, which, to me, I mean, the banks are failing me. I would have had the money. Easy. Chime screwed me over. Yeah, I'm not using that again. I mean, the bank that I'm using now, because of the other loans that I have out because of the accident and the fact that I spent almost a year homeless, I can't get a loan. The only reason I'm going to have a place to live in November is because my friend sat there and she had already been trying to get an apartment in this place with their boyfriend, okay? Their boyfriend bailed. Didn't want anything to do with it. So she was put in the side and everything just for a little bit, just to figure out if that's what she wanted. And she's like, we got in touch and she's like, hey, why don't we move in together? Mind you, I didn't know she already had this apartment almost ready. All she needed was somebody else. I mean, it's a 2-bedroom. It's in a nice neighborhood. I mean, it's in a really nice neighborhood compared to the crap hole that I'm in now. And she's like, she just sat there and went out of the blue, why don't we move in together? And I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. We were supposed to move in November 1st. They pushed it back to November 8th. So I'm going to have to sit there and figure out what I'm doing until the 8th, which means basically getting all my stuff into storage and living out of a backpack for a few days. I can do it. I've done it before. I've been doing it most of my life, so that's not a problem. It's just finding a place to stay, getting my stuff out of here because, as I said, no car, no money to go ahead and rent one to go ahead and get all my stuff out. So yeah, I'm like, okay, what do I do? I hop on TikTok, I hop on YouTube, and I created a GoFundMe going, please help me, okay? I will link it down below, and I'm hoping that I can just get a small break. One of the places I've been looking at to go ahead and stay, if I can't stay with a couple of friends, it's gonna cost me like $2,000 a month to stay there. But I mean, it's a hotel. It's about half mile from work, the other way, away from where my apartment is, which is a half mile the other way. But the thing is, I mean, I can get my stuff in, the few things that I need to go ahead and handle for just a little bit there. And once I got the first month done, paid for, the second month, I mean, I'd be able to go ahead, handle saving up and getting in there if I need to. This is like the only place that I saw that was within any budget that was close to what I can do. I found an Airbnb that, I mean, it's beautiful, and it would have only been like $900 for the month, but it's 5 miles out the other way, away from where I need to be, because I only have a bicycle. I have a boardwalk bike, okay, a city bike. You can't really go that far on it, and with how I was busting tires last month, every other day I was popping a tire. So I need something close in case the tire pops, so I don't have to sit there and worry, because I'm working third shift. I mean, yeah. So I don't know what's gonna happen. All I know is I fucked up. I'm trying to fix it. I really am. I mean, that's why I sat there and got this job at warehouse. I do not like working warehouse jobs. I would rather be doing something else. Something where I am helping people. Like the job I loved that I had to leave. I was getting paid to go ahead and spend time with the elderly. Mostly people who had dementia. Okay? A lot of them didn't have anybody who was coming to see them regularly. Two of my favorites of the bunch that I had, I never saw anybody come to see them. One of them, whenever her family sat there and came to see her, they would sit there and berate her because she couldn't remember things from her past because Alzheimer's and dementia had taken her memories. It hurt so bad because I was there for her every day. When they came, I was there. I was sitting there calming her down. And I can't do that now because it was not making enough money. So I had to quit. And it's like, it hurts because it was something that I liked doing. And now I'm stuck in another warehouse. It's like every time I get a little bit ahead, it all backfires. So, I know, I'm crying. I don't mean to, it's just, I really don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, I just need to get out of this town. I need to sit there and find a way to go ahead and survive until November. And then get the hell out of this town because, well, I'm going to anyway. I'm moving over to the better side of, which is actually a town away, like city limits away. But I'm moving into a better area, so hopefully it will help, but it's just getting there. Right now I do not see a light at the end of the tunnel or anything like that. So, yeah, if you can help, it will be wonderful, because the sooner I get out of here, the sooner I will go ahead and be able to do what I want to do, and funds from what I am going to be doing with my blog will be going to charities, like not all of it, but enough of it will be going to charities that I feel passionate about, that I feel will be helping others. And it hurts a lot that I cannot be doing that right now, because, yeah, I've been struggling to go ahead and try and just survive, because, bills need to be paid. That's what the judge said today. It's like, yeah, my landlord was sitting there. He gave me a notice that I was late with my rent, saying that it was due on the 1st, mind you. And it's like, no, it's the 19th. It has always been the 19th. But he was saying it was due on the 1st. And he stopped me on my way to work to tell me that 2 days before the federal mandate on evictions sat there and went off. So it's like, great. So you're going to sit there and make it so that I feel miserable when I have to go in and deal with elderly who will sit there and notice that I am not on my game. And they will notice that it's like, what's wrong? I'm not supposed to be giving them my life story. I'm supposed to be helping them remember theirs. And that it would not work. But I had to sit there and grin and bear it and everything that day, because, I needed the job. Hell, I worked at Burger King for like 2 weeks. The only reason it was 2 whole weeks is because I couldn't make it there and back. It's 5 miles away from where I am sitting right now. Every other day I was popping a bike tire. That's $20 a pop when they pop, okay? Because I don't have the tools to go ahead and fix the tire. So I had to take it to a shop. We can't cook in our kitchen here in this building because there's not enough room for 15 people to be cooking at the same time. So, yeah. So it's like, geez, what am I supposed to do? I had to order out. Every time I ordered out, even if I just ran down to go ahead and grab a pizza or like cheese fries or something from two places near me, it was $20 a pop. So all of my money has gone to what little food because I cannot have food up in my room. We have mice in this building. Every time I have had something up here in a box that they could go ahead and get into, they'd get into it. I can't have crackers up here. I had to buy my own little fridge, and that fridge, if it gets too full, does not keep things cold, so I can't have like cheeses and stuff in there. This place has actually been costing me more money than it's worth. I'm paying was paying $550 for one room. I have to share 2 bathrooms with 15 people. I have to share a kitchen for a family of 4 with 15 people. When I'm not trying to go ahead and cook or anything, I am stuck in one small room because there's no place to gather. And yeah. When a friend of mine moved in here, she had cable that was included with the rent. She had a bunch of other things that were included with the rent. The landlord that's here now, he doesn't want anybody in the building to go ahead and rewire it because that will cost money. I have blown out a heater because of the wiring in this place. Everybody had to sit there and get small little space heaters because he keeps the rooms at 40 degrees. We have no AC. I have a window unit, finally. A friend of mine gave it to me because it didn't work for his room. The only thing that came in my room was a bed. I had to buy shelving units. I had to buy my fridge. I had to buy a desk. All stuff that should have been included. I mean, the other rooms downstairs have dressers that were included with the beds, lamps. I'm sitting in the darkest part of my room, and these lights, I had Edison lights, okay? I can't plug them in because they're all burned out because of the wiring in this building. I mean, they were only about $10, but still. So yeah, moving in here was a mistake. But the thing is it was the closest place that had a room open during the pandemic that was close to where I was working at the time. I lost that job because I got sick. It was not COVID. I caught the flu because I was walking a mile to and from work. The buses didn't go at the time. I was working 12-hour shifts, 5 days a week. I mean, it was good money, but I had no energy for anything. And when they let me go, a friend of mine sat there and stayed there for another 2 weeks before he walked off the job because he said that it was and he was the one who wanted to sit there and leave before I did. He was saying it was bullshit because he was supposed to be trained for something else. He never was. I thought when I got the job there that I would be doing something else. And no. They had me up on a platform doing the most tedious work possible because I was a girl. They didn't want us sitting there learning how to go ahead and run the other machines, keep them running, because we might get hurt. Dude, I worked at Sam Adams, okay? I was keeping one of the lines basically running completely because the supervisors on that line would sit there and disappear and we wouldn't see them for like an hour or two. So it got to the point where I sat there and asked one of them before he disappeared, and he liked me. He wanted to go ahead and get in my pants, but it's like, yeah, no. But he liked me, and when I told him no, and I told him I want to keep everything professional, he was cool with it. He also sat there and went, I'm going to teach you stuff. I want to sit there and have you trained as one of the mechanics, especially for this line, because that line was always going down. They would put me on my own on that line, and I would be able to run between all the places, basically that's what I had to do. Tip up cans, do a test every 30 minutes to make sure that, the alcohol was in there. And yeah, it was like boom, boom, boom. I'd sit there check on one spot, do the test, like the alcohol test there, go to where one of the bottlenecks were and fix that. By the time that was done, usually over by the boxes, there would be an issue, so I'd sit there and fix that issue, run back over. I would be keeping moving the whole time. And reason I lost that job is because the roommate that I had at the time, I had a couple of issues, so I had sat there and taken a couple of days off. I come back, and I'm on one of the hardest lines, and at break, the roommate sits there and calls me and goes, "You need to come home. There's smoke in the basement." I went and told my supervisor. My supervisor sat there and went, "If you leave now, don't bother coming back." The house was on fire. Yeah, that's when I had a car, because I was driving from Allentown to where I'm living now. That was about an hour drive. If I took the main road there, but I'd usually swing the back roads, and I have a little bit of a lead foot, so be a little bit faster. I was always careful, because there are 2 settlements on those, and I would slow down through those. But the areas where I knew that, there were no people for like a stretch of 20 miles. Yeah. And actually, I wanted to move up there towards Allentown. It's either up there or out towards Pittsburgh. I am sick and tired of the eastern side of the state. Actually, I'm sick and tired of the state, but until things get fixed, I'm sort of stuck here. Yay. And yes, getting things fixed means surviving until November. The roommate that I'm getting, she already knows some of my issues. She's okay with it as long as I pay my part of the rent and everything, and seriously, that's going to be 1 paycheck. And my half of the rent and the utility, like the cable and stuff like that, dealt with. And the place we're renting, utilities are included, with the exception of phone. Most people have cell phones anyway, so we don't need it. And internet, which means we might actually have to get a phone landline. But the thing is I'd have room there to go ahead and get into doing my crafts again, and just making things to go ahead and sell, because it's something that I've wanted to do again. And yeah, I will do it. I will go ahead and make things to go ahead and sell. I'm not sure if I'm putting it on this account or if I'm going to go ahead and put it on my podcast account. So, but I will be linking and stuff like that, and I will be linking it in my TikTok and all that fun stuff. But right now I have plans, but no way to get there. So, guess what I'm doing tomorrow? Cleaning, and yay. Trying to sit there and figure out how to go ahead and do everything. And yeah, I know this probably will not be seen by a lot of people. I'm trying. That's all I can sit there and say is I'm trying. And I'm not a religious person, or at least I'm not a one God religious person. But I really would like to know which gods are fucking with me right now, because this is not funny. Yeah, I am getting tired of it. I've been having so much bad luck lately that it's like, really, I just want it to end. Not my life, just the bad luck. So yeah. I've rambled for 30 minutes. Yay. And I'm gonna let you guys go. Bye.